Hey everybody, it's Austin. We are on our second drive down to Texas in the last month, to shoot some YouTube videos down in the warm weather. We're going out of our way just to do that for you guys. Just kidding, it's Christmas. I'm excited to learn what the MPGs are again for the truck on this trip. It's a little bit cooler, and I am not using cruise control this time, which is a pain in my foot, but I think we'll get some pretty cool results because a lot of you guys in the comments on the last video said that you get much better results without running cruise. So I'm going to put that to the test over the next 350 miles or so, and we will see if it gets better. So stick with me. I'll maybe try to throw up a time lapse so you get to see the beautiful Flint Hills of Kansas, and I will try to roll through them without the truck kicking down too often and sucking more fuel than it already does. So I filled up right before we left, so we have a fresh tank straight on the highway, and we'll see what it looks like when we get to the next pump. Bye. All right, so we've made it to our first stop. We're not going to fill up yet, but I wanted to show you guys we've driven 218 miles, and I routed this from the gas station we filled up at home, and it shows 232 miles from here. So that's a 13-mile difference from what the trip actually says. So I'm gonna do my mileage calculation off of that, which I think will give us a better reading. But so far, we're showing 12.3 MPGs off the computer. And of course, later when we actually fill up, we'll get a little bit more accurate reading. So the truck says we have 206 miles left of range, and we'll probably fill up here in about 170 miles. So stay tuned to see what happens. All right, so I'm back, and the numbers are in, and they are a little bit better than last time when we ran this drive without cruise control. Or this time we ran it without, and last time we did cruise control the whole time. So I did some figuring at the pump, both on my GPS as well as looking at the trip odometer on the computer of the truck, and the trip said, as you saw in the previous picture, or I'll put it up right now, we drove 219 miles from when we filled up right before we got on the highway at home, and then at the gas station where we stopped and filled up a little bit below half a tank. And it was 219 miles on the computer of the truck, and we factored it into the maps on our phone, and it was 232 miles. So right there, it tells you that the 34.5-inch, 35-inch tires had a difference in total mileage driven by about 5.5%. So if you take 219 miles that the trip said divided by the 232 miles that the GPS said, that is a 5.5% difference in the total mileage. So I think some of the mileage that I've been giving or looking at after every fill up is a little bit off because the total miles driven is different. So I factored the MPGs, the whole reason you're here, and the miles per gallon without running cruise control, without having my pedal commander on, using the GPS odometer so it's accurate, was 13 miles per gallon on the money. So that was I think I filled up with about 17 gallons after the 232 miles based on the GPS. So that's better than what it was last time on cruise control. I think I factored that out at 11.3, which of course would be a little bit higher because, as we know now, the trip's a little bit different in terms of total mileage. But not great, but better. And any improvement is really appreciated when the gas mileage is overall pretty darn low. So I hope this helped you guys out. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. That's how I realized I needed to do this without cruise, is because a number of people said that that's really affected their miles per gallon. So if you're getting bigger tires, just know it will affect your trip odometer if you don't recalibrate, and it will impact your miles per gallon quite a bit. So I think I saw a deficit of about 3.5 miles per gallon less in comparison to my stock wheels and tires, and before adding the 3-in-1 Ready Lift. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and comment and subscribe if you want. I would love to get to 500, and if you guys can help me do that, that'd be fantastic. So I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and be safe.